Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here today to clear some things up and to I'm not even trying to convince you at this point. I'm just talking for the sake of me talking. You can say I'm inebriated by the exuberance of my own verbosity on this matter. I know I threw in some buzzwords there. Okay, that's how excited I am. There's been a lot of DD, a lot of different areas. Some of it makes sense, some of it's like I don't understand. But thank you for all the comments. Thanks for thinking of me, good or bad. You know, buy the t-shirt to say how much you like me, and then buy the t-shirt to say how much you don't like me. That's fine. Great. Awesome. I love it. Keep it coming. So you can see when I start talking really fast at bursts, intervallic bursts, that I'm excited about things. Okay, so here's my main man. That's the Rich Masterson. Okay. I'm going to stick by my convictions on his geological reports of the Orogrande Basin. And I found a wonderful article that delves into the history, and it really helps support what I've been saying all along. If you watch my other videos, Uncle Smokey's video, maybe I can get the video from him and we can edit this in. Okay, so you have to watch my other two videos first because I'll reference things like Candy Mountain. I talked about Candy Mountain. It was Trail Mountain, but I talked about Candy Mountain. I'm like, Candy Mountain, what's this? It's in the Orogrande. What's Candy Mountain? Okay, so here we go. Here's my man, my Mr. Rich Masterson, and you know, his striking it rich in the wolf bone in the Midland Basin. And he won an award because he was that awesome. He's like, yeah, we took this unconventional play and it was pay out. It really helped bring to light the Permian Basin, and it helped made it sell. It made it hot in today's market. Thanks, man. Look, business partner Greg McCabe. So you know, like I said, him and McCabe, I've talked about in many videos. Go back, him and McCabe. So yeah, and it talks about Rich Masterson and drilling the Barnett Shale and Fort Worth Basin, and so. But he worked for Texaco Oil and Monsanto Oil. Yeah, Monsanto needs some oil, guys. That's why I don't put it by Elon to get. If he wants methane, he might get it from there. I don't know. Monsanto gets their oil. They call it Masterson. They're like, yo, we need some oil, folks. We're in the fertilizer business. We're in a whole bunch of industries that use oil. Like I said, oil ain't going away anytime soon. You could get on geothermal, great. You still need oil for a lot of applications. It's not going away. So, you know, Monsanto's like, we want you. Texaco's like, we want you. He says, yeah, let's do it. And he wants to thank his business partner, Greg McCabe. Like I said, they're business partners. If you go to McCabe's website, McCabe Ventures. See, that's how you know it's McCabe. It's this. They're insulting the Sultan. Okay, and you go to portfolio of companies. There's a Masterson royalty at the bottom here. That's him. Now. Oh no, I lost my McCabe picture. Oh well. Okay, so let's go to this. Okay. Now, in Smokey's interview, we talked about how the Flying Bee Ranch. Well, at this point in time, Flying Bee Ranch, this is a history. And it's official Torchlight PR from October 18th. This is right actually when they discovered everything, right before they like came out with the big oil discovery. Like they found some that's like before they did the big, it ties everything together, like the rug from Big Lebowski. Here they closed $6 million in financing, you know, for debt financing. They wanted to give you an update, and they give a history, which, like I said, this really I think helps solidify. In Smokey's video, I had brought up a bunch of wells that were drilled on Shale XP. And I was showing you how this company, Maverick, was working with Torchlight, and they had many deals with the past, and they're owned by this EIG Global Partners, this big Santa Claus company that only deals with private companies. And so I went to this. See, I'm doing it for you. I'm trying to be as transparent as possible. Go to operator search. Operator. I'm going to say Maverick Operating LLC. Search it. Remember, I said the one we want is the Wall Street in Midland. Because then if you look it up on the other show website, it says it's a subsidiary of Maverick, quote unquote, Unbridled. And then you got the horse. Okay, so you got the Orogrande. And then I'm like, what's this Candy Mountain stuff? Okay, so here we have the Orogrande, which is like over here. By the way, this Orogrande, look, it's by the El Paso. Husbeth is a big old county. You can see Husbeth is a big old county. Okay, so here we go. And I looked up. You know, and we're like, oh, Flying B. And see, we see shut in, Tom Green County. And then one, it was operational producing. Flying B Ranch 4. But there's a bunch of Flying B. There's 3H. Oh, wait, no, that's a different Flying B. Flying B is actually a really big ranch. Okay, Tom Green. So Flying B. There's some Flying Bs here. Good or bad. This is by Maverick. Which is, oh, this Maverick's owned by EIG. And if you go to the partners, investments. Okay, so yeah, Maverick and MECO. And I said I found documents where Torchlight and MECO had worked together. And they were also owned by EIG. And I couldn't remember. But look at this, guys. Okay. It talks about Torchlight, what they've done. You can read it here. Look, it's on Globe News Wire. It's an official press release. Okay, so it talks about projects. Hazel Project. That's a Flying Bee Ranch. So that was part of the Hazel Project. It makes sense now. Which is still for sale. Okay? Or maybe somebody bought it. Maybe Masterson took the rights. He was offered options. If you read one of the past SEC papers that were released back in June, it talked about Masterson's options. I can't remember off the top of my head which document that was, but it talked about he had until the 30th to exercise these options, him and McCabe, which are partners. Look, Winkler, that's where I saw the MECO IV. Winkler, Torchlight's operating partner. MECO IV. MECO IV. Maverick. EIG. EIG. We got a MECO IV and Maverick with the EIG. They had worked with Torchlight in the past. Here is some evidence that we can look upon at last. Okay. Like I said, they're connected. They've worked together. They know what's there. MECO IV knows what's there. Maverick, they know what's there. And on Smokey's interview, I go with to show you that one is, Maverick LLC is the parent of Maverick Operating. They have a few offices because they have different operating locations. But the one that you want in Texas, the big operating office, which is in Midland, Texas, on Wall Street. Okay, there. We've worked together. MECO has been vigilant, blah, 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 blah. Okay, it talks about how much pressure and oil play they were getting the Winkler. The Winkler they did already sell that asset, and they sold the asset to they were going to roll back the profits into the Orogrande, but then COVID happened and the company was looking for an exit, blah blah blah, and they found a great way to exit with metamaterials. This is an exciting time. We continue to see results from our efforts from our larger peers. Larger peers. Larger peers. Larger peers. Okay. Just showing you. They got connections. All right. There's people know people. People know people. There's a paper trail. People know people. Not saying anything, but there's certainly a paper trail. People know people. And that just really like strengthens my conviction in all of this. Okay. We believe we are entering a transition from proving up our place to becoming a target for larger independent oil and gas companies that treat field development like a manufacturing process. Again, that's when they started looking for people. Oil prices were up and down, then COVID hit, but now oil prices are back up. So they took their sweet time. They weren't gonna take like lowball offers on the Orogrande Basin. They were gonna they could diamond hands this. I guess for lack of a better terminology, they were diamond handsing this. And that's what I've been telling people this whole time. They're like, why didn't they sell? Why didn't they sell? Why aren't you selling metamaterials? Let me show you something. Why aren't you selling metamaterials? Why aren't you selling metamaterials? Why? Oh, the stock's going to go back up. Well, why aren't they selling this? Why didn't they sell this oil land back then? Oh, because they know oil's going to go back up. Oil is more limited than stock is. They're only making so much oil. To get more oil, you're going to have to wait a while. That's if you can wait that long for oil to come back, that's diamond hands. Hats off to you. LLC. It's a subsidiary of Maverick Natural Resources. Maverick Operating LLC. Okay, like I said, they have offices everywhere. There's a New Braunfels office, but look, Maverick Operating LLC. There's that Tom Green. Okay, Tom Green. Flying Bee Ranch, number 2, Tom Green County. Flying Bee Ranch, number 2, in Tom Green County. Look at that. Flying Bee Ranch, number 2. Where'd you go? Flying Bee Ranch, number 2, in Tom Green County. Maverick Operating, LLC. Flying Bee Ranch, number 2, in Tom Green County. Maverick Operating, LLC is a subsidiary of Maverick Natural Resources, LLC. Maverick Natural Resources, LLC. Here's a rig count and a graph I don't want to pay money for. Maverick acquires 4 Point Energy. Bright Burn. Why did I close that window? Maverick acquires 4 Points Energy. Look at that, December. So you know it's the same Maverick, guys. There's Brightburn, like I said earlier. Brightburn, they took over this. Brightburn went bankrupt. They brought it back from the dead. They made a crap company a great company. Shale Experts. Maverick Operate LLC is a subsidiary of Maverick Natural Resources. Okay, guys, like I said, this completes my conviction. Like I said, they've worked together on multiple projects with different companies, all pointing back to the EIG umbrella, Santa Claus Corporation. All this it just increases my conviction on this. Okay, guys, I'll catch you later. Bye.